Good morning and welcome to a day in my life. Today is Sunday, February 8th. Today's gonna be a pretty chill day. I'm just gonna do some studying, do some homework, prepare for a speech that I have tomorrow, and study for a test. And then I might go bowling with my roommate. And yeah, it's gonna be pretty fun. So in the morning, my roommate and I went to the Union in the basement. There's this cool room with like arcade games, billiards, bowling, and it looked super fun. So we wanted to play, but it was too crowded and we weren't able to get anything. So we decided to come back another time. You gonna be in it? But while we were there, I met my queen, Hatsune Miku. It was such an honor. And then when I came back to my room, I decided to do some chores. So I put away all my clothes. I organized this little cubby thing that came from my dorm. And also I changed my bedding. I used a little cubby to store all of my gym clothes, like my sports bras, tank tops, shorts, stuff like that, and also my winter clothing. I'm from Illinois and it's pretty cold here. Even though I'm from in-state, I never had to spend long periods of time outside during the winter until I came to college. So I really learned the importance of layering because sometimes a coat and a sweater isn't enough. You have to have fleece-lined tights, fleece-lined leggings, long sleeve shirts underneath everything. So I store all of those here for easy access. And while I was working on this, I decided to watch Kim's Convenience on Netflix. It's really good. It's about this Korean-Canadian family that owns a convenience store. And even though it's really funny and lighthearted, it also explores like their relationships with one another, their family dynamic, relationships with self and culture, and also how they interact with their community and with their church. I definitely recommend it. Let me know if you guys have any TV shows you think I should watch. I really liked New Girl, The Good Place, Gossip Girl, and over winter break, I finished Sex and the City. I haven't seen the movies yet, but I kind of know what happens already because my mom accidentally spoiled a lot of it for me, but I still want to watch them in the future. After that, I went to the dining hall to fill up my water bottle and try and grab some lunch. I was really sad because they didn't have any bananas that day, so I couldn't take any. And they also didn't have any stuff that I liked. I mean, I'm pretty picky, but I just wasn't feeling any of it, so I decided to just have a salad with some corn. After eating, I went down to this little store that we have on campus where you can spend your dining dollars, and I stocked up on a bunch of caffeine for the rest of the week. And then after that lunch, I was still pretty hungry, so I made a yogurt bowl. I just added frozen blueberries, Cheerios, and some chocolate chips. You'll notice I really like yogurt. I eat a lot throughout this video. And while I ate that, I decided to work on my journal and then do some studying. Later, I played some Minecraft. I just found out you can start an SMP on Hypixel, so that was really cool. And I got a little kitty. That was super fun. And then for dinner, I had some pot roast, chicken breast, and brown rice. It was really good. And then the rest of the night, I just chilled, hung out, and yeah, that was Sunday. Morning. Today is Monday. It is 9 a.m. I was gonna go to the gym, but I think I'm gonna go later instead. Caffeine of today is the Strawberry Dreams Monster. My breakfast today is a piece of bread. Unfortunately, we don't have a toaster oven, so this will have to do. Here's my outfit for today. The shirt is from Depop. It's kind of wrinkled, but let's ignore that. And then the jeans are my mom's actually. And then I'm wearing a headband. And this bracelet I made, and this one is from I honestly don't know where, sorry. But yeah, now I'm ready to go to class. So on this day, I had public speaking, and then after that, I had a finance class.
Next thing to mention, so this is kind of the pro plugin that I've been showing inside the...
For lunch, I had more chicken breast and some salad. I promise I'm not always this boring. I do eat other stuff. And then I went to the gym and hit quads. I actually walked back to my dorm from there, even though it's kind of long, because the weather is finally warming up. It was super nice out. Like, I didn't have to wear a coat or anything. It was so lovely. Okay, so it's the afternoon now, and I actually took a nap for like an hour, but besides that, I just did some homework, scrolled on my phone, and now I'm gonna journal and study because I have a test in an hour. Well, it's more of like a quiz. The quiz was for my data science class, which is kind of like a mix between coding and statistics. It's pretty interesting. I was pretty nervous because it's my first test of the semester and I wasn't sure what the teacher was expecting. And while I studied, I ate more yogurt. And then I took it in this giant auditorium and I walked home, once again amazed by how warm it is outside. And then I saw these cute little geese. I think that they're a couple, and that was really fun. And then for dinner, I made this kind of like Chipotle bowl almost with rice, corn, beans, tomato, and avocado. And then the rest of the night, I worked on some homework for that finance class, took a shower, and just hung out. And yeah, that was Monday. On Tuesday, I woke up early to go to the gym before class. I hit back and biceps, and then I walked on the Stairmaster for a while, and then I walked on the treadmill too. I don't really like cardio that much, but I found that if I do it in the morning when I'm not fully awake yet, like, it flies by pretty quickly, and I don't really have time to think about how much I hate doing it. And then I headed over to the dining hall. While I was walking, I saw this squirrel in the trash can. He was so cute. And they had really interesting desserts today. I was very intrigued by these pink donuts. They looked really good. But I just got chicken breast again, sweet potato, beans, and some blueberries. Hey guys, so I'm done with classes now. Normally I would also have data science on Tuesdays, but because we had that quiz, there's no lecture today. So I just went to Target and I picked up some things. I got a huge bag of giant fruit. It's mango, strawberry, and pineapple, and I'm gonna make a smoothie with that later. Now I have to do the dreaded task of laundry. I hate doing laundry at school because I have to walk around carrying my giant thing of all my stuff, and it's so heavy, and where I live in my dorm, I have to go like all the way around the building, go downstairs, come back up, go all the way back around, and like there's so many checkpoints where you have to swipe your card to open the doors, and it's just it's very annoying. So I put it off as long as possible, but it's time now. I ran out of towels. So I just loaded my laundry, and then while I was there, I picked up a package I got. I ordered a vintage Hollister shirt off of Depop. It was definitely overpriced, but not too bad considering how much those things sell for. Okay, here's the shirt. It's so cute. I'm very pleased. It reminds me of like Haley from Modern Family, like this neckline. It's got these like ties on the side that I can tighten, and then they make little bows. And then the back is like a racer back. I'm very happy. I keep hitting this pose. Yeah. Then I made a green smoothie. I blended up frozen spinach and almond milk first, and then once it was almost completely liquid, I added a frozen banana, mango, and some pineapple. This is the Ninja Twisty, which is great for if you do a lot of stuff with frozen fruit because you can spin it and it will like move the things around so you don't have to open it and stir. And yeah, blending the spinach first is great because then there's no big chunks and you can't really taste that it's there. And then I had another yogurt bowl, and for dinner I had this beef vegetable stew, chicken, and brown rice and some salad. And then I got another package. I forgot to show me opening it, but I got a Fluttershy Funko Pop because I used to have one when I was little, and she was super cute. And then I played some more Minecraft and wound down for the night. And yeah, that was Tuesday. Thank you guys so much for watching. That was 3 days in my life. It was a little slower and more relaxed compared to normal. I didn't really have much homework during this week, but I hope you still enjoyed watching anyways. Let me know what other kind of stuff you want to see from me in the future, and thank you again. Bye!